times afterwards. All right, to talk about this year's American Income Life theme is none other than the top RGA. Who's that? Mr. Sean Velasquez, come on down. Sean has been a huge part of the building of this agency and the organization, has impacted so many people here within the agency in several offices across the board.
All right, I'm going to free flow, but I'm also going to check my notes just because I wrote some stuff down that I do want to kind of touch with you guys while I've got you for 2 minutes. I don't want to take responsibility for these quotes. I didn't come up with them. I read them and I loved them. Don't live to prove others wrong, live to prove your doubts wrong. That's a pretty dope quote. The struggle with that, and it kind of connects to what our theme is, prove it, is that it's so tough to live it. If I could give any of you guys a message, it's this. 25% growth at Cohen-Cohen, 6.2 million. As cliche as it sounds, you need to prove in 2020 how much of that's yours. And there's two different paths that you can use to prove it. You can write as much business as you personally are capable, and you can prove to yourself, and you can prove to your family, and you can prove a year from now to your peers what that number is, whether it's 30,000 or whether it's 350,000. All of us have the same opportunity. I didn't grow up where 150,000 in a quarter was even a dream. 2020 can be about proving what you want, what you're capable of, or it can be another year of running through the motions, of getting a free breakfast with your peers, where you have more regrets than you have accomplishments. 25% growth, I agree with Cohen. I think we'll smash the hell out of that. I think we'll smash the shit out of 6.2 million. Colonel Sanders, I believe, did not achieve success till he was 67, if I remember the right age. Mother Teresa was not a household name until she was in the back half of her 60s. So now I'm going to hit you guys with a couple numbers and a couple questions. When you see this stuff, this can tie into your financial life. This can also tie into your contribution of your life. And hopefully you have a goal, a path, some self-respect enough to chase one of those two things. Hopefully you haven't given up. Hopefully you are not feeling tired yet with life. Let me tell you something, as someone that's now in the back half of 30. If you feel tired and you're running through the motions in your 20s, get a damn gym membership. Hello. Find a mentor to give you a hug, because running through the motions in your 30s is another level. So I have 3 questions for you guys. Two of these questions have guided me for a long time. The first question that guided me is, who needs me on my A game? That question helped me answer the dreams statement or the dreams paragraph. Who in my life needs me on my A game? And how soon do they need me? The other question was, what percentage of my life would I allow myself to run through the motions? You guys know what I mean when I say run through the motions? Anyone ever felt that way? That Mondays are just Mondays? They don't actually have a purpose? There's not 2 or 3 specific things that I need to accomplish on this Monday. Every Monday is just Monday. How much more fun would your phone nights be if you had 2 or 3 reasons that you needed to have your phone nights with some fire? Would that translate into 6.2 million being surpassed in like August? If the 100 or so people in this room just approach their phone nights with some desire? Last question. What would my life look like if I just got my shit together? And I'm going to tell you this right now, as someone that I didn't even know that I made $150K in the last 3 months, I still ask myself this question all the time. So this is the dichotomy of a leader, is that when I have someone underperforming, I need to motivate them like, yo, you are the Avengers if you go, or sorry, the other way around. The top producers, I need to motivate, yo, you are the Avengers when you crush it out there. You are saving lives when you crush it out there. The top producers, my communication is along these lines. Your appointments, your closing, your referral collection, your Monday schedule versus your Friday schedule, your phone nights. You are like Thor crashing down on Infinity War when you go crush 5,000 AOP. The other end of the dichotomy is that I need to remind the people that are underperforming, yo, we just communicate with other humans. Ideally, you hit those buttons enough to where it reaches out to 300 times per week. You need to make about 300 dials, which is not that tough. You need to sit with at least 10 to 12 people. It's not like you're the Avengers saving the world. You're communicating with another human because in some way they filled out a form that started that process. I can't even verbalize how simple your financial life can be when you have a $9,000 or $10,000 monthly renewal check coming in. But when my renewals are $9,000 or $10,000 a month, how much stress does that relieve? Those three questions guided me for about 3 years now. I could not say that I had dreams I was pursuing. I could not tell you that I really was stepping up on my A game for my mom. When I could answer that question honestly, I realized it was two people that I needed to prove it for. Part of me needed to prove it for my moms. The other part of me needed to prove it for myself. And it wasn't until I came to terms with that side that everything else made sense. I don't have any doubts that there can be 15 MGAs in this room by the end of 2020, all over 6 figures. 2020 feels like it's the fire year. 2020 feels like it's the year of clarity. You should always try to improve yourself. It's all about self-improvement, self-development. I've tried to coach my guys that if you don't actually schedule out and plan your self-development, you're going to regress. This is how I want to prove it in 2020. Records are meant to be broken. This 725,000 top month has been lingering around for too many years. It's time to break it. I plan on breaking that for Cohen-Cohen because I plan on making that my best RGA week. Because if New Jersey can do 7+, so can LA.